Whether it is a patient, family member, employee, or fellow physician, Dr. Joey G. treats everyone with whom he interacts with empathy and compassion. He dignifies every encounter, even under the most challenging of circumstances, and shares sensitive information in an open, honest, and respectful way. He reminds us that what we do as healthcare providers is not just a job, but rather one person helping another live the best quality of life possible. For this and many other reasons, Dr. G is the recipient of the Values in Action Award for Dignity.
Well, honestly, I can think of no one better that really represents this value of dignity for us, particularly from a physician perspective. Dr. G listens before he speaks. He never comes into a conversation with a preconceived notion. He's always willing to hear what a patient has to say, what his physician colleagues have to say, what nurses have to say, before he formulates an opinion. And then he's willing to share his thought process with anybody, particularly if his opinion differs from what he's hearing from them.
My style of practice is one of which I want to be involved and focus on the whole individual and not just potentially why they're here. What their problem may be on the surface just a specific problem, but there may be many layers still yet to unfold that can help aid in a person's needs. I feel some of that comes from my training in the medical school I attended. Some of it comes from background from my family. My family did not come from a rich background, and so I've had to work and take odd jobs, side jobs, to try and pay rent, or had to take jobs I didn't necessarily want to do, but just to make ends meet, I needed to. So I always want to remember those humble beginnings. And of course, my family today continues to make certain I try to remain humble in thought and mind. And so when I look as an individual who comes to me, whether they're in the hospital or the clinic or just even out on the street, we must always try and remember what they're thinking, because they're probably frightened and nervous, especially when it comes to their health. If we can always place ourselves into their thoughts and mind of why they're in front of you, hopefully you will see there's more than just I have a numb hand or I have a headache. And there's even more to them that could be affecting their particular problem, why they are there. So I do try to engage them as a whole individual, and that can better understand their situation.
I think Dr. G is a tremendous leader for the Neurosurgical Institute. He, first of all, has the medical education and knowledge that's necessary in order to make good decisions about care of the patient, and he understands the atmosphere at Mission Hospital to help each of the participants in the Neurosurgical Institute fulfill their needs, whether that's the nursing staff, the neurosurgeons who are operating, or the neurologists, or us, the critical care physicians that help provide or to help care for those patients.
When he came as a young neurologist and we were forming the stroke program, and he had such a vested interest in every single patient that he wanted to give every patient the best chance for an outcome. And that was unique and special for me because my mother died of a stroke, and she never had that chance to have the neurologist respond immediately and give her TPA and potentially save her life. So to me, every single patient deserves that chance. And as an aggressive stroke neurologist, he gives them that chance.
It's not that I want to be known that I was the best or the smartest or provided the most. Humbly, I just want to say that I hope I could just touch, if just one person. That is how I would rather be remembered. I don't want to be in the forefront. At least that's not how I was raised to think. I'm just one of many who have the same goals in the healthcare field. So if we can just all have the same ideals, that the legacy that I have will be the same as everybody else's ultimately, and that is to make certain that that individual who needs help and care will come away feeling like they got and understood something and feel better about it. We can't promise cures. We can only promise healing, and hope one day that if I could just help one person, that will be enough.